If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? In my world, you see? In my world, you see? In my world.
The tactics being used by the mainstream media are Alice in Wonderland tactics. This is designed to be a constant assault on our logical brain and critical thinking, in which they induce anxiety, producing psycho-emotional techniques so that people will give up and will not resist the takeover or rejection. Campaigns of power are characterized by the constant rising and falling waves of inciting fear and anxiety into the collective, then lessening the fear into a baseline of calm, and then starting the fear up again at even higher levels of intensity. To take care of yourself, you must guard your heart, guard your light, and guard your children with harmless intentions fused with the defensive ferocity of spiritual protection in God's spiritual armor, while recognizing personal emotional limits and knowing when you need to retreat and maintain sanity.
I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy, and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy, and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it.
There's only one way to stop a bad one.
You have a revolution in the country, the first thing you take over is the radio. And once they take that over, you fall right in line. The majority of the American people aren't segregation. The majority of the American people aren't imperialists. But the government is, the structure is, the power faction is. So, how then do all the majority go along with it? Because those who sit in power over the television, over the radio, and over the press is constantly telling those who are the masses how free they are. How free they are. How free they are.
All of the illicit wealth in the world has been tracked by the National Security Agency for the past 15 years. We now know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Wall Street has stolen $100 trillion from Main Street with naked short selling. We also know that Wall Street has laundered $100 trillion in dirty money from trafficking in children and women and drugs and guns and gold. The secret intelligence community serves the deep state. It does not serve the American public. And CIA in particular has been doing torture, rendition and torture, drone assassination, regime change, helping to start wars based on lies, all because war and trafficking in humans and drugs and so forth are a profit center for Wall Street and the deep state. And once the president gets Benny into NSA and processes 100% of what we have at NSA, we have every single one of you by the balls. You cannot survive this. You have one out. The Truth and Reconciliation out is make the deal, motherfucker.
Oh, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
They have like interest. They don't need to call a meeting. They know what's good for them, and they're getting it. And there used to be 7 oil companies. There are now 3. It will soon be 2. The things that matter in this country have been reduced in choice. There are 2 political parties. There are a handful of insurance companies. There are about 6 or 7 information. But if you want a bagel, there are 23 flavors because you have the illusion. You have the illusion of choice. Right. You don't get the real importance. No freedom of choice. That's a great point. Right.
Oh, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. 2 reasons. 2 reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote, and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day, and in no way responsible for what these people have done, and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much.
But as a spokesperson from Pfizer admitted in the Dutch Parliament this week, the vaccine was never tested for transmission, in other words, stopping you giving COVID to others. So what the authorities told us about stopping the spread with a jab was a total, take it to protect Granny, ahistoric.
Over 3,000 CIA contracted and trained operatives are placed in key positions within top media outlets. Posing as editors and journalists, these well-paid actors never dared to question the effect of their lives on the world beyond their cozy studio.
How often does the CIA manipulate the media in this way?
It goes beyond your wildest imagination. Setting up student organizations so they could draw radical students in. 5,000 university professors co-opted to help the CIA manipulate people's minds. Journalists in the U.S., including big-name journalists, co-opted to function routinely to help the CIA put out stories and biases to the world.
As this 1952 CIA memo says, the aim is controlling an individual to the point where he will do our bidding against his will.
Unfortunately, some members of the community use those platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous.
Where am I, Dodo? Report Dover.
Dodo! Please help me! Dodo! Please help me! Dodo! Please help me!
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
You know what uranium is, right? This thing called nuclear weapons and other things, like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things.
This is American democracy. And in America, democracy is hypocrisy.
Oh!
Read the directory, and directly you'll be directed in the right direction.
Drink me. Better look first. For if one drinks mud from a bottle marked poison, it's almost certain to disagree with one sooner or later.
We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ. In other words, a dumbing down, a chemical dumbing down of society. So everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel. We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly. And very few people of very high IQ who have good cognitive function who can figure this all out. And that's what they want. So, you can kind of piece it together as to why they are so insistent in spending so many hundreds of millions of dollars of propaganda money to dumb down society.
You can't leave a tea party without having a cup of tea, you know.
But I can't stop now.
But we insist. You must join us in a cup of tea.
Well, we like war. We like war. We're a warlike people. We like war because we're good at it. And you know why we're good at it? Because we get a lot of practice. This country's only 200 years old and already we've had 10 major wars. We average a major war in this country every 20 years, so we're good at it. And it's a good thing we are. We're not very good at anything else anymore. Can't build a decent car. Can't make a TV set or a VCR worth a fuck. Got no steel industry left. Can't get health care to our old people. Can't educate our young people. But we can bomb the shit out of your country, all right? We can bomb the shit out of your country, all right? Especially if your country is full of brown people. Oh, we like that, don't we? That's our hobby. That's our new job in the world, bombing brown people. Iraq, Panama, Grenada, Libya, you got some brown people in your country. Tell them to watch the fuck out, or we'll goddamn bomb them. Well, when's the last white people you can remember that we bombed? Can you remember the last white? Can you remember any white people we've ever bombed? The Germans. The Germans are the only ones. And the only reason for that is because they were trying to cut in on our action. They wanted to dominate the world. Bullshit, that's our fucking job. That's our fucking job. That's our fucking job. That's our fucking job. That's our fucking job.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. Military-industrial complex. Military-industrial complex. Military-industrial complex. Military-industrial complex. Military-industrial complex. Industrial complex.
Painting the roses red. Painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red.
Oh, pardon me, but Mr. 3, why must you paint them red?
Oh, yeah.
terror. Armed with knives, armed with chemical, biological, nuclear weapons.
Yes.
Fanatics, terror, September 11th. September 11th killers.
Nonsense! I am as dry as a dodo.
You examined the rubble that came from the World Trade Center. What did you find in it?
Well, in there we find remains of what we characterize as a thermitic material. And this is a very energetic material which can be used either for melting iron or it can be designed as an explosive. The evidence for controlled demolition is overwhelming. I told you that the thermite reaction produced molten iron. Molten iron was in pools of molten iron in the rubble. And the point is that the thermite kept on reacting. This was a bitch's brew.
Pancake theory, according to which the fires, while not melting the steel, heated it up sufficiently to cause the floors weakened by the airplane strikes to break loose from the steel columns, and this started a chain reaction.
So you would expect then from that theory, which is the official theory, to see a whole stack of floors piled up on top of each other and then a spindle of core columns standing too.
The core of each of the twin towers consisted of 47 massive steel columns. If the floors had broken loose from them, these columns would have still been sticking up into the air 1,000 feet.
The plane did not cut all those core columns.
We designed the buildings to take the impact of the Boeing 707 hitting the building at any location.
The building probably could sustain multiple impacts of jetliners.
That the plane flew straight into the building.
Right.
So you're saying that the building was actually designed to cope with a hole like that and then still survive?
Yeah, it was.
If you had dropped, say, a billiard ball from the top of the World Trade Center, 110 floors up there, it would have taken 8 to 10 seconds to hit the ground, encountering no resistance whatsoever.
The Twin Towers came down in nearly free fall speed. 200,000 tons of steel shatters and explodes outwards over 500 feet.
This means that floors shattered at an average rate of about 10 floors per second.
There is no scenario for a pancake effect of buildings falling that allows them to fall at the rate of free fall.
Now what can do that? What can move mass out of the way? Explosives.
Went along my merry way, and I never stopped to reason. I should have known there'd be a price to pay someday.
We have no guns and no weapons to protect ourselves, and they got all the power. That includes law enforcement, that includes the military, the government, the people in charge, and we can't protect ourselves if they ever want to take over. Just ask yourself, it should be common sense, but it's really not.
That was in fucking Wonderland.
Przyjacielem wczoraj, przedwczoraj, nie przyjacielem.
We need to do some serious evaluating, some serious checking out of agendas. If you really want to take over the government and make it a theocracy, because I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen if you do that. You're going to burn people at the stake who disagree with you. If that happens, I'm going to have to take up arms all over again. And so will many of you, because you're going to be persecuted. You see? Because whichever one controls the government, you're going to have to conform to that teaching, and if you don't believe in it, you're a heretic. Do you understand what I'm talking about? What is our common bond truly? Freedom! Freedom! Without freedom, you can't be a Christian no matter what denomination you belong to. You can't be a Buddhist. You can't own a donut shop. You can't drive from here to Oregon. You can't be an American because that's what it's all about. And that's the only thing that it's all about. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Nie miałam przyjacielem wczoraj, przedwczoraj.
I'm not afraid of you.
Rule 42.
To tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe. Our food is unfit to eat. Sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change, then we'll figure out what to do about the depression and the inflation and the oil crisis. But first, get up out of your chairs, open the window, stick your head out and yell, and say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. But first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
And as for you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, indeed. Why, you're not a queen. You're just a fat, pompous, bad-tempered old tyrant.
Well, she simply said that you're a fat, pompous, bad-tempered old tyrant.
Because the goal is not to completely subjugate Afghanistan. The goal is to use Afghanistan to wash money out of the tax bases of the United States, out of the tax bases of European countries, through Afghanistan and back into the hands of a transnational security elite. That is the goal. I.e., the goal is to have an endless war, not a successful war.
Because guess who doesn't play by the rules? The people who are running the country. They're raping the country. And who are the people running it? You think the people in Congress run it? They're the tools of the people who run the country. Goldman Sachs, Big Pharma, and Exxon run this goddamn country. And Raytheon. And this is living proof. Our wars aren't all bullshit for fucking corporate profit. You know Barack Obama dropped more bombs than George Bush? Did you know that? You know Joe Biden and Barack Obama dropped more bombs than George Bush. Think about that. They dropped so many bombs, they ran out of bombs. $132 billion for bombs. Billions for bombs. More extra on top. That's not 1 year, that's every year in perpetuity. There is no two parties in this country. There is no two parties in this country. There is no two parties in this country.
Well, after this I shall think nothing of falling down the stairs.
I don't know what God is, but I know what He isn't. The more you begin to investigate, the more you begin to see we've been lied to. We've been lied to by every institution. The religious institutions in this world are put there by the same people who gave you your government, your corrupt education, who set up your international banking cartels. We have been misled away from the true and divine presence in the universe that men have called God.
Well, after this I shall think nothing of falling down the stairs.
Our whole purpose throughout history has been to teach a small number of people how to become adept at controlling everyone else.
Oh, Jesus, I can't escape.
The goal is to destroy all existing religions save theirs, all existing governments save theirs.
Oh, Jesus, I can't escape.
And shackle the mob in a system of eternal oppressive debt.
Oh, Jesus, I can't escape.
Chained to a computer for the rest of their life in a propagandized world to make them believe that they are happy.
Oh, Jesus, I can't escape.
Now, do you think they're succeeding? Haven't I described to you just now exactly what is going on in the world today?
Oh, Jesus, I can't escape.
Yes, they're succeeding. They're succeeding because the American people don't understand their enemy. They don't even know what's happening.
Oh, Jesus, I can't escape.
There's a method to their madness. There's a method to their madness. There's a method to their madness. There's a method to their madness.
Oh, I'm very sorry. But I did enjoy your singing, and I wondered if you could tell me...
You enjoyed our singing?
Oh, what a delightful time. What a delightful time. I'm so excited.
The silent weapons for a quiet war. And this described a policy of mass public mind control that has been orchestrated on the people of the world, particularly the Western world, since the 1950s. See if, I'll just read you a little bit of it, see if you recognize the world this document is describing. Experience has proven that the simplest method of securing a silent weapon and gaining control of the public is to keep the public undisciplined and ignorant of basic systems principles on the one hand, while keeping them confused, disorganized, and distracted with matters of no real importance on the other hand. This is achieved by 1. Disengaging their minds, sabotaging their mental activities, providing a low-quality program of education in mathematics, logic, systems design, and economics, and discouraging technical creativity. 2. Engaging their emotions, increasing their self-indulgence and their indulgence in emotional and physical activities by A. Unrelenting emotional affrontations and attacks, brackets mental and emotional rape, by way of a constant barrage of sex, violence and wars in the media, especially the TV and the newspapers. B. Giving them what they desire, in excess, junk food for thought, and depriving them of what they really need. 3. Rewriting history and law and subjecting public opinion to the deviant creation, which I take to mean don't tell them who they really are. Thus being able to shift their thinking from personal needs to highly fabricated outside priorities. These preclude their interest in and discovery of the silent weapons of social automation technology. The general rule, it says, is that there is profit in confusion. The more confusion, the more profit. Therefore, the best approach is to create problems and then offer solutions. Diversion summary. Media. Keep the adult public attention diverted away from real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. Does that describe our media today or what? Schools. Keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Entertainment, keep the public entertainment below a 6th grade level. Work, keep the public busy, 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 with no time to think, back on the farm with the other animals.
people in the highest positions of power who deny the existence of objective truth. What happens is then there is no such thing as truth. There is no such thing as reality.
Oh, wait! Don't go, please!
Most everyone's mad. You may notice. Most everyone's mad. You may notice.
Truth becomes whatever the people in power at any given moment want it to be.
Oh, wait! Don't go, please!
Most everyone's mad. You may notice. Most everyone's mad. You may
this
notice.
instant on, vow to stop disappointing yourself. Separate yourself from the mob. Decide to be extraordinary. And do what you need to do. Now.
Ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e le genti che passeranno mi diranno che bel fior.
Bella ciao means goodbye, beautiful. It is an Italian protest song for the resistance. We are the resistance. Stand up to power, power to the people.
Questo è il fiore del partigiano. Oh, vela ciao, vela ciao, vela ciao, ciao, ciao. E questo è il fiore del partigiano morto per la libertà.
Oh, wait! Don't go, please! Oh, wait! Don't go, please! Oh, wait! Don't go, please! Oh, wait! Don't go, please!
You're being victimized right now. Do you know it?
Oh, wait!